Renegade, Turnage means universal.
It's a vessel for the universe. Anyway, with that being stated, this podcast is for the people with the high electricity bills, which is all y'all. I spoke to this one chick. She said hers was $230. $230. I'm supposed to put "and" as I was taught in math class. "And" is for decimals. Anyway, with that being stated, I want to spend Red's money. Depot had an actually pretty good business model. He just had a fucked up moral compass. He had a fucked up moral compass. And with that being said, because rich people figure out how to spend other people's money. Supply and demand. There's Joyner Lucas. I was thinking about this because he made that song "Will," and I'm not really. I don't do celebrity shit, but he did make a song about that, and I do music. And I wonder, does he still want to feel like Will? That's all I'm saying. Like, I wonder, does he still want to feel like Will? Joyner, do you still want to feel like Will? Huh? Do you still want to feel like Will? It'd be. I guess you'd rather feel like Will and then instead of Bill. Nobody wants to be Bill Cosby. I mean, if in like 20 years these women come back, if they're still alive, because, you know, they're pretty old, or, you know, the truth comes out, I think their whole family should suffer the consequences. Kind of like debt. Like, once you die, that shit don't go away. It goes, like, that shit don't go away. Your kids inherit debt. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, they should inherit that debt. So, they should they should tread carefully. They should tread carefully. They should tread very, very, very carefully with that. And I'm talking about serious legal consequences for, like, the whole family. Whoever they come in contact with. Even if that person doesn't know it does, it goes down to, like, a whole RICO act. Like, you spoke to this person and they go to jail. We don't even care. We just gonna assume. Boom. But then that'd be seriously fucked up too, because like it'll be just a bunch of black people going to jail. That's not funny, but what the fuck? It'd just be a bunch of black people going to jail for no reason, and then we get a bunch of documentaries done on how we were all imprisoned for no fucking reason. Yeah, that shit would quickly turn on us. It would not be used on white women. It would be used on black everything. And then we would just be in federal prison. So, I don't think that would work. Sad. Datcoff. DATCOUGF. Cough. So, with that being stated, when I was chilling with my homeboy a few years ago, there was that's what we call. Okay, I moved here and they call it Doty. I think that's a New Orleans term because Boosie says it. So I don't know. I don't really care. But I'm just saying. We call it Dat Cough. This just meant good weed. We'd be like, Dat Cough. Is it Dat Cough? Dat Cough? Dat Cough? This podcast is for the people with food stamps that don't want to cook. I don't know. This podcast is for people that say the earth is round, but talk like the earth is flat. You get it? You get around some flat, some round earth. What? What did I just say? Hold on. You get around some flat earthers and you be like, yeah, the earth is flat. Trying to. The earth is flat. I don't know. I was just saying. This is for the people who sit in the clouds and use it as Scott. Verse.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sounds from the universe. Shouts out to everybody paying $10 for a Chick-fil-A meal when you could be paying $7 or just cooking at home. But anyway, here's the thing. They said that they were charging coins for free meals. Now, my English professor. Okay, I'm sorry. No, he was an English professor. No, he was a doctor. But he was like my junior. Which I never did any homework in this. I don't know how the fuck I passed high school. I didn't do any. They would like. I remember Bill Cosby said, "quote," and I don't know. It stuck with me, and hopefully I'm not gonna become a rapist. I know this, but here's the thing. He said, I never did homework. I just came home and I just threw my books down, and that was the end of my homework. And that was kind of my style. Like, he would give out homework and I would just wouldn't do it. Anyway, he said that you pay, you can go to McDonald's and pay $5 for a meal and they give you a free burger. And I was like, yeah, really? And everybody was like, you know what I'm saying? You know? So there's that business model. You might as well you bring $10 anyway. So yeah, hopefully nobody Me Too's the shit out of me like that. Like, what the fuck? I really hope he didn't commit those heinous crimes just so I can be like, fucking told you so. I mean, but damn, if he did, between him, God knows women. But I never did homework. I don't know how the fuck I passed high school. I remember specifically going to this class and just falling asleep. Like, here's the thing about school. I love school. I love the idea of learning. But, you know, and growing and expanding the mind. I don't like the fact that, one, we're forced to go, and two, you give us fucking homework. Like, we're in this motherfucker with you. You don't want to be here as much as I don't want to be here. To a certain degree. There are generally some teachers that care about learning. And I think the teachers that I had around me cared about learning. But, And if we're forced to be there, and then you give us fucking work to do after being there, and then if we don't do the shit, we get in trouble. I think, what the fuck? We get in trouble for not wanting to do fucking shit that we were. We get in trouble for that shit. I can understand. I think it's everything to a certain degree should stay. I mean, listen. Everything. But the thing about it is China. Look at them. Look at them. So, but you force us to go there, though. That's the thing. Like, and then the people that don't go get in trouble. Like, how you force somebody to go somewhere and then get mad when they want to fall asleep? What the fuck? Yeah, stay awake. I didn't ask to be here. Like our whole life, they force us to go places and shit. And when we fall asleep, they got a motherfucking problem with it. I was forced to go to church. I was forced to go to school. We're all forced to a certain degree. I mean, we gotta live. But damn it, we can't take a fucking nap every now and again, motherfucker. The only place we should be forced to go is to the doctor as kids. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. If they don't want to go, fucking force them. That's the only place we should fucking be able to force to go. Oh, and family functions. Fuck all that. I think as kids, we should know, well, okay, what I say is not always correct, but I think you should know where you want to come from. I think parents should want their kids to know where they come from. Or who their people are. Like, why would you know? But anyway, and then when you grow up, you discern, and then when they grow up, let them discern from there. Or something like that. But anyway, not a parent, don't want to be a parent. Fuck all that. Anyway, so, yeah, they force us to go fucking places. And then, why didn't you do the homework? Like, I remember my teachers would fucking call. Like, I remember one time, I was like, yo, I am not doing this shit. And then she called. I was like, I didn't want to do it. Why the fuck did I have to do it? I don't know how it passed. I don't know. I was like, well, you're a likable kid. You try sometimes. And here I am. Shouts out to everybody that claims they have the best sex game, but they're single. Here's how you know if you have bad sex or if you're basic in bed. If your favorite position is doggy style or missionary, you're fucking basic.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let it ring
That's
out.
what I'm talking about.
Real motherfuckers and motherfuckettes don't give a fuck about what position. Okay? Because it's all the same fucking nut. Been in my... Anyway, it's all the same nut. It's always the same nut. It's always the same nut. You tense up a little, and then fucking fluid comes out. No matter what position I've done. However, sometimes when you work for it, it's a little more gratifying. That's it. They have a fucking watermelon burger. If these people put pineapple, okay, I'm sorry, I said pineapple. If these people put any kind of mayonnaise or ketchup on it, I don't know. Put these motherfuckers in jail. Put these motherfuckers in jail. I'm about to read the article. A fucking watermelon burger? What is that? Vegans are just trying to take over everything. Looking at the article right now, there's a lot of her talking and not necessarily. Man. Okay. Opinion. Damn, skip to what's on it. Okay. If you like burgers, caramelized, the recipe also includes Gremolata made out of fennel fronds. Raw fennel is staple snack. What the fuck? You might even want to double, triple in. Okay. Garlic, white rind. Okay. Alright. I mean, it doesn't seem the worst. Because I know somebody who put salt on watermelon before, but now he has serious blood pressure problems, so I don't recommend doing that all the time. But no, I thought they were putting ketchup on this. I was like, man, nah, you put these people in jail. Well, those are the real terrorists right there, doing crazy shit like that. Datcough. DATCOUGF. I said F like a motherfucker. I'm not editing that out. I'm not editing that out. Whatever. H. It just means good weed. It just means good weed. It just means good weed. Why did God turn Katy Perry away? I remember, quote, a pastor. These are quoted words as far as I remember. And I will go on record. You just don't praise God like that. Unquote. Anyway, with that being stated, Katy Perry tried to be a Christian singer. God turned her away. Why? Doesn't God accept everybody and all talents? Nobody ever raised that question? Like, she was trying to sing for the Lord, and he said, no, I don't want you to sing for me. And she said, well, fuck that, I'm gonna go get platinum. Is that still God? I got 9 downloads. I feel like the universe is calling me. I'm about to lose in a grand state. Really want to do some comedy pretty soon. Coming up with jokes. What did the motherfucker say to the motherfucker? Fuck it. Here's the thing. Here's how you know a chick. Here's how you know. Okay, I'm sorry. Here's how you know a person is basic. And I've been basic. I've been guilty of this once before. Anyway, here's how you know a person is basic. Alright, let's say you're interested in a person. And you get that person's number, and they have a friend, right? And that person says, I'm not interested in you, but we could be friends. But then you say, all right, can I get your other friend's number? And that person says, no, ew, you can't do that. That person is basic as fuck. That person doesn't want you to be happy, and they're insecure. I had run-in like this. First time I've ever really done this, I think. Anyway, so I said, hey, well, let me get your friend's number. After she gave me her number just for no particular reason. I asked her out and she was like, yeah, we can do it on a Thursday. I was like, oh, she's trying to chill on a weekday. She's probably about that shit, which means she's probably cool. And meeting on a Thursday. This every Tinder girl and Bumper girl can only chill on the weekend. I'm usually free on the weekends. No, the fuck you're not. No schedule is like that. Yeah, not every girl's schedule is like that. What the fuck? Okay, so here's my take. And I'm not very political, but I think, the term, I learned in economics that discrimination happens all the time, even in smallest fucking forms. Kind of like senior discounts and, kids eating at certain ages or I'm not complaining about veterans, but I'm just saying. So we're going to scratch off veterans. But with that being said, anyway, when it comes to price discrimination, it happens all the time. Because everybody's supposed to get charged the same price. We just agree to it for whatever the fuck reason. And here's what really trips me out. Labor laws are really fucking... Yeah. Everybody has their state laws of what people are supposed to get paid. The minimum required. Some people get paid a little bit more than that. I get that. But anyway, we're generally supposed to get... We're supposed to get... But here's the thing. Even in the handbooks, it says we're supposed to get a 30-minute break for every 8 hours. You know how many jobs you go to that just bypass that? And we all agree, and we all just don't do anything about it because we can be easily replaced, but really and truly everybody's supposed to get a 30-minute break. How many times have you gone to work and you just even the manager one time, she said, we generally don't give breaks. I was like, but it says in the handbook, and you're supposed to report that shit. Actually, you generally are. It's getting your rights at a workplace, it's not snitching. You're supposed to, it says in the handbook, if you don't report that shit, if you don't get a 30-minute break, report that shit. Or every 8 hours or something like that. So yeah, you can sit down you get a quick bite to eat for 5 minutes. And they'll smile at you like it's all good. Like, yeah. One time he was like, hey, just go grab a quick bite to eat. We're really busy. I was like, yeah, I'll be back. I wish I was an even worse employee. Real talk. I showed up late, left early. I wish I was that nigga. I'm deeply rooted with what I feel. I wish I was that nigga to be like, what do you, they pull up, where are you? Oh, they find me in the back room sitting down. What are you doing? I'm on break. Or I'm not even on break. I'm just sitting down. Well, you're supposed to be working. Well, I'm chilling right now. Give me a few minutes. Let me go outside real quick. I wish I was that one. I wish I was that employee. But nope, I tried to be nice. I actually tried. I just didn't talk to you. To the motherfuckers. Or motherfuckers. To the motherfuckers who slashed my tire again. Please see me. Okay? You obviously know where I live. I need an incident report. Okay? So if you see me walking down the street or anything like that, you know, let's file and let's fill out an incident report and go our separate ways, okay? Because you obviously I bought this new knee brace for $19. Amazon, you need to give me my money back for my shit. It's like $55 worth of shit. I have not forgot. Okay? Thank you. I tried to order something and it was going to take like 2 months to get here. And I understand why, but dang. So I told the person. He was like, nah, don't worry about it. So this is for all the people waiting on their Amazon returns or packages. They probably won't be here pretty soon, depending on. This is for all the people who'll be forgetting their mask and having to go back to their fucking car. Yeah, I know. Shout out to the people that walk to the store even though they have a car. You will not regret that in the future. Shouts out to the single women that have kids that turned me down. All of you. Your pussy was too good for me. This podcast is for the people who don't save their roaches. You wasteful motherfuckers. You're too rich for me. One day you will regret that. Shouts out to the people trying to stay sober. The world needs you to drive. This podcast is for the people who do their drugs and stay inside. You're responsible. Anybody who does their drugs and leaves the house is a fearless motherfucker because they are not afraid of blacking out or ending up on World Star. This podcast is for the people who've been smoking CBD thinking it was real weed. There's a difference. It's not Coke and Pepsi. So real talk, there's a coin shortage. And it's real. It's real. So with that being stated, what the fuck happened to all the coins? And I'm being for real. And I'm asking this question. And this is my thing. I think people are melting down coins. I really think people are melting down coins. Because, you know, you can do shit with it, I think. Okay, yeah, you can. Science. Melt it down is definitely why I'm being so naive and dumb. Anyway, you can melt the coins down to metal. And there's a nigga out there that builds fucking houses out of dirt. So, there's plenty of things you can do with fucking 100 pennies. 10,000 pennies. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure. But if there's a coin shortage, then most people won't have 10,000 pennies. But with that, I'm just saying, people probably. I'm just asking. I'm just throwing it out there. Are people melting down their coins because of and bartering with them, or trading them, or doing something else with them, or what? Or insulating shit for electricity. And there's a small percent of copper and a motherfucking nickel. I mean, not a nickel. Penny. Insulation right there. Copper insulates. But, Yeah, what? You stick the penny. What? I don't know. You stick the penny behind the circuit. Hit the brown circuit or hit the brown circuit. It's a brown and a white circuit. So what? You stick the penny between the circuit, or you stick the nickel between the circuits. I don't fucking know. You take the back of the light off. You unscrew the light, and then what? You got the brown, and you got the silver, and your white. So no, it's two colors. It's brown and white. You wrap the brown around the screw that says brown, and then you wrap the other one around the one that says white. And then what's the other step? I forgot the other step. There's like one more step to it. But I know you have to turn the fucking electricity off before you do this. Are you fucking kidding me? Kill the power. And I don't recommend doing this if you don't know what you're doing. Because I've kind of forgot. And I wouldn't do it. I'd call somebody before I did it. But yeah, it's something like that. But anyway, yeah. Fucking use a nickel. I don't know. Or a fucking key. I don't know. I'm just saying, throwing out theories. But with that being stated, yeah, there's a coin shortage, and I was just wondering that. But you can't do that actually. So yeah, there's that either. So I wouldn't recommend anybody coming forth about that. Melting coins, yeah. But this. It says, I got this article open. It says, the world is realizing the U.S. is no longer committed to basic standards of decency. It says it's an opinion. What the fuck? Did somebody white write this? I'm not going to entertain this article. Are you fucking serious? Maybe I already did. I guess that's because I've already talked about it. And I'm not going to edit it out. So, whatever. I guess y'all should read that. But it took... What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. That they say that hydroxy, whatever drug, is a cure at like day 10. But all I'm thinking about is if this chick comes up missing, I don't know, that shit sounds suspicious. Ooh, I don't know. They say what she says goes against the World Health Organization. Merc. Nope. Don't let her. Watch out for her. Hold on. Dr. Stella Emanuel, we will be looking out for you. It's a trend to want to destroy someone else. It's a trend. Why are there so many trends about destroying somebody, exposing somebody, or, you're exposing somebody to get views, kind of like kicking somebody and recording it. And I made a video called That's Not Cool. And that was a few years ago, and I swear to God, Family Guy made a video called... They made a clip called Kick It. That's why I bring that up. Because I made a video called That's Not Cool. You record somebody getting hurt, or you do something to somebody, and then you record it, and then you go, yeah, it's funny. This shit ain't funny. Like Jerry Perp Drink, he got funny off beating up his friends. Like, what the fuck? Unless they staged it, because, you know, you can't really believe everything. But damn, like, he got, you know, he was beating up his friends to get famous. Now they did reap the benefits of it, hopefully, because otherwise, like, fuck you, dude. If you're driving a Bentley, you beat me up, which okay. Anyway, so with that being stated, you constantly whooping on a motherfucker, and then now you're driving a Benz. That's literally you bullied your way to success. Like, what the fuck? That's classic. Like, what the fuck? We literally accepted bullying to success, and then don't condone, and then laugh and then go, well, this person's getting bullied at this school, but we laugh. You know what I'm saying? But I made a video like that. It was called. Hold on. It was like my first or second video. And then Family Guy made a video called Kick It. Well, I mean, they made an episode with the clip called Kick It. And he was like, well, I'm going to make a video. He said, I'm going to make a thing called Kick It. It's where I record shit. I do shit to people. I record it. And then I post it on video. And then he goes and kicks the potato salad. And he goes, ha! And he gets likes. In that clip, something like that. But I remember, I was like, I made a video like that. I literally made a video like that. People are so fucking funny. Like, they sit up there and go, oh yeah, you need a blog. And you used to talk about that. And I've literally talked about some of this shit for like 5 years ago. That's why I keep quiet. Like, some of this shit, I talked about that. Maybe would I didn't fucking market it? Yeah, I'm ranting now. Fuck the world, don't ask me shit. Everything you got to work hard for it. The what? Yeah. On repeat. This nigga EDP made a video very similar to mine. I'm not saying he took anything from it. I'm not saying that. I don't even care about that. But some of the people are saying the same thing I said. And I said that years ago. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Joey Badass, Flatbush Zombies, Left Hand. Such a fire ass joint. Oh my god. Such a fire ass fucking joint. If you have, take the time and listen to that. So Texas does have like the cheapest state taxes in the United States. Like, I don't know how correct I am, but it's, from what, I understand. And I'll look it up. Mississippi. No, it says Mississippi. I Googled it. February 26, 2020. It says Mississippi, Arkansas, although Mississippi is dubbed the cheapest state to live in. I'm sorry. Arkansas residents spend least on housing. The analysis revealed the average resident spends about $708 per month on rent or mortgage, and the median home cost is $128,800. Damn! But what does that mean? And why? But Texas does have pretty cheap state taxes. That's pretty gnarly though. But you'd have to want to live in Arkansas. And it's just up to you. That's all I'm saying. I was about to say, it says Mississippi though. Like, it says which, yeah. In 2019, it was Mississippi was the cheapest. Average doctor visit is $91.27. Shit. I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, Houston's getting hit pretty hard by the economic wise. Like, man, I saw one of these restaurants that had been Like, damn, this shit crazy. I'll probably go down and see what businesses have been boarded up. Because I did go down one time to downtown, and I saw like one building that was boarded up, if I can remember correctly. That was the night I did that feature, which I still need my money for. With that dude who was shooting that music video. He had pink hair. He was a white boy with pink hair. He was tall, and the other dude was like 5'4", and he had like brown hair. And there was an Asian dude who was filming, because India is in Asia. Is on the continent of Asia. Geography. Anyway, with that being stated, an Asian dude. And and there was a girl to my right and his left, and she was on the building. And y'all know who you are. Give me my money, okay? I did the feature. I bust the verse, okay? And if you get some money off of it, just know he didn't have no Ferraris. He was kind of sorry. I'm not gonna let that go. I need my money, okay? All right, I'm gonna tell a story. It's a story. And I remember this dude had a crush on this chick. And she gave him one of the most thoughtful gifts I ever remember a human being giving to another human being. And to this day, I don't even remember what I gave him on his birthday. I remember I gave him something. I just don't remember. It was probably some fucking money. But I can't even remember. But I remember her gift. And I remember her gift. And everybody was giving him gifts. And it got around, and I said, and I remember I said, "Did you make that?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "What?" I said, "That was really fucking cool." I said, "That was really fucking cool." But I remember his reaction. And his reaction was, "Thank you, thank you." And then he said, "This isn't my senior gift, is it?" And she said, "No, it's not." And he said, "Thank goodness. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." I remember that. Now it dawns on me. I thought about that. Because I was walking and I was high one day. Anyway. And I remember he told me he liked that chick. Like, he had like deep feelings for that woman. And she didn't reciprocate. And I remember he watched something and it flipped his world upside down. And then he let it go. I think. I don't know. But now that I think about it, I think that was the moment she realized. Because think about it. I don't know, but I think about that. I think about that now, and because I'm talking about it on the fucking podcast, and I need topics. But I think about that, and that was like one of the most. That was. I don't know. I don't know how she felt about that. Now that I think about it, I don't know how she felt about that. Because maybe that was his senior gift. She made that. Like, that was deep. I think about that. That was deep because he really liked her. He really liked her. And I remember he even said he he even tried to make a move and she said no. It was a big move too. It was a big move. And she said no. And then after high school, something happened. He watched something and his world got flipped. I don't know. I guess he, but damn, I remember that. Fuck. But we've all done shit like that in our lives. But that was when I've done some shit like that. I've done even worse, actually. So, but I've never had that. I've never had that type of feeling for a woman, and then thought I've messed up like that. Most of the girls I just, in high school, you like them because they're there. I mean, you generally you like them, but you're not. You don't. I think he was like, man. I don't know, because I remember the girls that I like. I didn't love them. They didn't love me. It's okay. They didn't love me either. And it's high school. It's fucking high school. But when it carries on after high school, I think it might be something. Yeah, I think if your crush, I'm not no love doctor, but I think if your crush carries on after high school, if your relationship carries on after high school, it's generally something. Because a lot of times, that's how we meet our people. And are those your true friends? The true friends are the people you grow up with, right? And not just the ones that are convenient for the time. That's the thing. That's the thing. Were those people really your true friends if they don't stay in contact with you? Granted, hopefully they hit you up in 10 years. I'm getting a little emotional about this. Hopefully they hit you up in 10 years and something. Life fucking happens. But those people you had all those bonds with, think about it. Were they really your true friends, or were they just strong people, strong associates for the future? How many people do you know? I know a few people for 10 years, deeply, after high school. But hopefully, anybody you know for 10 years after high school is considered a lifer. I'm establishing that rule. Lifers. Universal friend rule. But people do fall out though. So, but hopefully it's not over anything small. I know one person. I know a day one person. She was there since day one. But we didn't stay in contact though. It makes me think not that I want to date her or anything, but how strong where would our relationship be? I'm not thinking just how that would be cool to just know somebody for that long and have that kind of bond with somebody for that long. I know another person. I've known another person for that story. Yeah, that's. But yeah, I remember he said, "Oh, thank goodness," but thank you. And I was like, "Damn." I don't remember thinking that then. I'm thinking it now because usually when you talk about somebody else, it's usually a reflection of you too. So it's usually me talking to myself out loud about or something, But dang. I remember, you know what I noticed? So I remember I was watching fucking the Disney Channel and they were talking about books. It was back when I used to watch it, and obviously fucking right. Anyway, I used to watch. I watched every show. I watched Lizzie McGuire. I watched Even Stevens. I watched That's So Raven. I watched Kim Possible. I watched it all. I was filled with All the cartoons. Anyway, I remember the chick from Lizzie McGuire, her best friend, was like, yeah, I remember quoting, and no, I remember she quoting said the Harry Potter books. I read all 4 of them in one day. And I remember asking that dude from the story, he was like, yeah, no, you can't do that. He said the Harry Potter books are like 700 pages each. And she said, I read all 4 of them in one day. And that chick got caught with meth soon after that. So maybe she was on meth when she was reading it. I don't know. I'm not poking fun of her. I'm just saying what's fact. But yeah, what the fuck? No, you didn't. Well, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. We don't know now. But he was like, yeah, those books are like 700 pages each. She read, and it was like the first 4, when the first 4 came out. But she lied about that shit, I think. Presumably. I'm going to say she lied. Okay. Debo had a good business model. Just a bad moral compass. Now, if he was just asking for money, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for money. Even if you have money, ask people for their change. I think I need to start doing that. I really want. There's nothing wrong with that. Can I have your change? Here's the thing. The thing is from what I see, people don't give money to people that look funky, aka homeless people who smell. But if you pull out more money, try pulling out more money and then saying, hey, can I have your change? Or even pull out like $2. You know what I'm saying? Pull out $2 and say, hey, can I have your change? That's what I'm going to start trying to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to start doing. I got to get to have a living. Light bill's $130. This shit is rigged. Shouts out to the people playing Prominence Poker. If you don't already know, this game is fucking rigged. And I don't think people cheat. I don't think people cheat. I just think the computer algorithm is kind of funky. You can't take a bad photo with family. You can't take a bad photo with family. You know what I noticed? Potheads that are cool with each other at the workplace don't snitch on each other when the other motherfucker is smoking a blunt when they're not supposed to. They might get mad that they didn't get invited. But now if you're just a complete shit worker, then they might tell on you. But I don't think they'll tell that you're smoking weed. I just think they'll tell that you're not doing your work. Yeah. I'll just be like, yeah, he doesn't do his fucking work. Nobody cares that you're getting... Yeah. They'll be like, yeah, they don't... Hold on. Let me think. Well, I don't know. The situation varies, so don't go by me. Not editing. I didn't leave it. The next season begins in 8 hours. They for real about this shit. Does anybody play flight simulators? Seems like that'd be kind of like an awesome thing to get high to. And then, but don't they show like world maps on YouTube and shit? So wouldn't that be like a hard mark? Hold on, yeah, Google Earth. So that's like, how is that a market to compete in? If you know what I'm saying? You get it for free, or just install it. It says Walmart is willing to bring in law enforcement if you don't want to wear a mask. What if there's the political party, and this would be so bullshit in my opinion, the mask party and the no mask party. We should continue to wear a mask for the rest of our lives. Other people would be like, man, I kind of agree with that, but I'm not finna fucking do that. I mean, I'll put a mask on every now and again because I fucking feel like it, because there's a sense of a greater threat. And maybe I should be more aware, but I don't think... And then, what happens if there's a fucking war that breaks out? Or we could just have our own fucking cities. Just move, well, anyway, it's a fucking war that breaks out. This is such a hypothetical ass situation. A war that breaks out, and then, but here's the thing. So what happens if the people drop a bomb on the people that don't wear a mask? Will they wear a mask when the napalm, when the tear gas and shit like that is coming through and all that? You know, you got to wear a mask at some point. And then there'll be a sub-political party about, you know what, let me stop. You know, okay, keep going. Then there'll be a sub-political party about that. Well, the only time you should wear a mask is when you're not necessarily considered a mask party. And then you got fucking lobbyists or fucking infiltrators of the mask party and the mask party and the unmasked party. And you know what I'm saying? Then they're infiltrating each other. What the fuck? All over a mask. All over mask. All over mask. If this happens, I am your king, your God, and everybody bow. Okay? People posting hateful mask speech and no mask speech. People who don't wear a mask are such the worst assholes. You'd be like, oh man, dude, you weren't even wearing a mask. And you go, are you fucking with me? And then you have some asshole on Instagram or social media that'll be like, I was wearing a mask my whole life, and you literally see every picture without him or her, without a mask on. Your senator doesn't support the mask. Your senator supports the mask. Don't vote for this person. This person's been killing and dumping trash in the environment because we see him on camera doing it. The dumping trash in the environment, not the killing. He's just been convicted of a killing and he wants to wear the mask. We should vote for this motherfucker. Or no, I don't know. Politics, from what I understand, aren't the most honest people. Politicians. This podcast is for the people paying $10 for Chick-fil-A meals. So I've always said I wanted to give back by having my ashes cremated and then grinding me up in some weed soil and planting me with some female seeds and growing me, and then I'll always be giving peace and giving back. But before that happens, I actually did plant a few bushes and a couple other trees, and they've grown since then. That person's always gonna think about me, right? But also I planted some green onions, some fresh ass green onions. I planted some green onions about maybe like 8 months ago. I know it's been longer than 6 months. So it's about, it's been about 8, 9, 10 months. I don't even remember. But they've grown tremendously. Because you could put green onions just back in the soil. And so I picked them. But they're fresh. So what I did was I washed them off. And I let them dry. I washed them off again. And then now I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag, put some baking soda in the bag, and then freeze them. Because I'm willing to try that. Because it seems like that would just preserve the freshness. And baking soda, you put baking soda in your fridge, right? And then all you got to do is wash them off and then cut them. I think that would make sense. I think that makes sense. Y'all get back to me on that. This podcast is for the improv. I realize somebody wants to chill with me. I realize I move slow. Because I'm never really in a hurry. But also, I feel like, why rush to death? I'm serious. I'm not trying to be skipping. Like, why rush to death? Like, my car used to, like, act up. And when it did, I would never get mad. Like, whenever I would lock my keys in my car, I would never get mad to a certain degree. Because I always felt like this, maybe I shouldn't be on the road at the moment. Like, I'm not the best driver. And people that say that they're the best driver, probably, I think the best driver is probably Uber drivers. But everybody else is probably a shitty fucking driver. Anybody who fucking Snapchats while they fucking drive is not a good driver, yo. Anybody who fucking Snapchats while they drive is not a fucking good driver. Okay? Anybody who fucking takes pictures on the road is not a fucking good driver. Anybody who texts and drives is not a good driver. Occasionally, I guess you gotta look down at your phone. I'm not saying you gotta do that, but that's why we got GPS. Occasionally, you know, people look at the phones. Even don't fucking do that. Don't do that shit. We're all guilty of it. Some a lot worse than others, though. And if you think you're a good driver and you do these things and you say, "Oh, I'm a good driver," or "I'm a good," the worst thing you say is, "I'm a good drunk driver." I fucking hate hearing that shit. I'm a good drunk driver. Don't fucking do that shit, people. Don't fucking do that shit. There is no such thing as that shit. A good driver is a motherfucker who at least tries his best to maintain proper driving safety. Nobody's fucking perfect. And I'm not even saying, oh, it's okay to be perfect. Because that imperfection can cost you a fucking life. So, don't sit up, I'm not saying, yeah, it's okay to be perfect in this condition. This is not the condition to go, yeah, it's okay to be imperfect sometimes. No, it's not. Some chick just pulled up. It was like, hey, you want to smoke? Now, that's a first. She's 2 for 2. She's 2 for 2. She's 2 for 2. She's came twice. And I don't mean in a sexual way. I mean, like, was like, I'm in the area. We can match. What the fuck? She's really nice. She was like, so what's your relationship with Jesus? I want to know. While we're getting high, I said I get high with God. I was telling her I've done DMT and mushrooms, and she was like, and I was telling her how this one chick had laced my blunt with DMT. The first time I think I've ever had a blunt, because you smell, normally, I mean, you know what the smell of weed is, but yeah, I was telling her that shit, and I was like, well, I mean, after, like, I put her out, I did it. I put some DMT in a blunt. Granted, I don't know if I did it properly, but I took off. I remember definitely taking off. And she was like, yeah, I don't do it. She kind of was like, I guess she got the feeling that maybe I might have done. I was like, I won't do that. I promise. And two, also, you'll know what it smells like. You know what, if you've been smoking, you know what, when your weed smell funny. That's why Cat Williams said, why is it sparking? Why is it sparking? First time she met, she was like, you want a taco? I was like, absolutely. And now I'm feeling like a savage because I've eaten out like 3 times in like a week. I'm feeling like a savage. What? Oh, man. I'm just tired of... Listen. It's not the fact... I cook all the time. First world problems, right? Shouts out to the first world problems, whatever. But dang. Always match, unless they're cool with you. Otherwise, they're just mooching. They really be in the... Always, if somebody's on the come up, here's the people you do let hit the blunt. no matter what. Okay, most of the time. You can always, if they're on the come up, if they're on the come up and they're really trying, and you see them and they got some good news, or they tell you about the struggle. Every now and again they gotta tell you about the struggle, but they're always on the come up, and they don't come around all the time. Maybe like twice a week, I guess. And they be like, man, and they giving you advice. Those are the people you let hit the blunt. Those are the people you let hit the blunt. If anybody who's dropping knowledge on you, you let hit the blunt. Anybody who's always asking but never on the move up, you don't let them hit the blunt. Because they're trying to hit everybody's blunt. People don't vape right. I know I started a party on the smokers and non-smokers, but I have occasionally false inhaled. I'm sorry. But I hold in my smoke 90% of the time. Okay. But there are some people who, listen, the way I was taught, once again, was puff, puff, hold, and then swallow the smoke. And then you hold it until it comes back. Puff, puff, inhale, hold. For 15 to 30 seconds. If you want to do a minute, amen. Or until the weed comes back. But you don't just, I really feel like it's literally clout chasing. Like people, the young generation, or the fucking, okay, I can't even say young generation. I'm sorry. I have to scratch that because I can't even say that. Young generation? I feel, what the fuck am I? Anyway, so I feel like it's a little naive to do that because you're wasting weed. I mean, if you hold in that much smoke, I'm telling you, if you let out here's how you know the weed. If you hold in that much smoke, chances are you're probably gonna cough really fucking hard. Really fucking hard. There was a dude that claimed he was doing a 35-gram dab. But there was another dude who did a 1-gram dab and was coughing for literally 6 minutes. And this other dude wasn't even coughing. So tell me, who did it correctly? Okay, there's my evidence. Evidence. So you see what I'm saying? So, smoker versus non-smoker. I mean, inhalers versus the non-inhalers. But I'm not going to say which is wrong. But I do, from my opinion, think it's wasteful. I'm not saying it is wrong, but, if you're going to do that with my fucking weed, then you better bring your own blunt. Because vapes hit so hard. You got to get used to that shit. But to hold in a whole 35-gram dab, no, man. No, I'm not buying it. Show me some proof. Show me some real proof. Show me somebody who holds in 2 grams, motherfucker. That one fucking dude, he passed the fuck out trying to do that shit. He passed out. She was like, I'm pretty sure the video's got millions of views by now. He passed out. She said, we're going to give you a pound of weed. He said, clearly untrained, right? Never underestimate anything somebody puts in front of you and then bets you, okay? Never underestimate the challenge. You take everything as seriously as possible. Now, I'm not saying overkill, but definitely fill it out to the seriousness as you can. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody shows you an ant and says, just smush the ant, and then that's all you gotta do. You go, oh yeah, and we're gonna give you $500,000. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna be like, what the fuck? It's $500,000. So what the reason person just smush the ant. There's no need to grab a sledgehammer or a wrecking ball and then go crush the ant. You get what I'm saying? So no way. No fucking way you held in 35 gram dab. I would have been very mad if I chipped in. I'd have been very mad. I'd have been like, man. No, actually he's wasting his half. Yeah, he's wasting his half. And then after that, yeah, I would let that person waste their half, and I'd be, all right, well, give me back my half because I don't want you wasting. You know what I thought about, and this may be super fucking, but this is just what I've observed. Unless it's due to the judging, we will count judging as a serious factor, as a serious fucking factor in this next whatever I'm doing, right? Anyway, so. But once a person loses at a title shot, it's pretty clear that most of them, like, how many, okay, fuck all that. I'm not gonna say that. How many people have gotten a title shot, lost, and then became champions in the UFC? And yeah. How many people? Out of everybody that's ever competed in the UFC. That's what I'm saying. Out of everybody that's ever competed in the UFC. How many people have lost the title, came back, won the title, and then retained the title forever? For like, a couple more times. How many people? How many people? How many people? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, like once, like it's like pretty clear. Like once you lose, at like if a 7 beats like an 11, the 11 may get another shot. But if like the 11 beats the 7, then it gets pretty clear, right? How many people come back statistically and become champions? I remember. A 9 got beat by a 2, and she was a chick. A 9 got beat by a 2, and the chick was crying not because she lost. I guess. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't even talk for that. It probably is because I'm sorry. But because she lost to a number 9, not to take away from the 9, it was any given night, But she lost to somebody who was at like less rank than her. You know what I'm saying? Where's that chick now? That's all I'm saying. People, once they lose at that title shot, it's pretty, just think about it. That's all I'm saying. Now, there are like very, very controversial decisions that have affected the fight world, so just factor in that. And if you want to take that out, then just look at the clear cut and dry scenarios. Then, okay, just look at the clear cut and clear cut and dry scenarios. How many people? So. Speaking of flight sim, I remember this one homie. I don't know if he was my homie, but I'm assuming he was my homie. So I was younger, and he had the train simulator game and he thought that was cool. Put trains together, stuff like that. And then you try not to crash them and shit. Wasn't it? Okay, in Flight Simulator, can you crash in that shit? Can you crash in Flight Simulator? The chick that pulled up, she told me a story. This shit was so fucking thorough. She was like, yeah, some dude backed into my car. And when I got out, the dude had a gun on him. And I was like, what the fuck? And she said she walked away and she came back and she said she thought she saw, I don't remember, I would validate this, but she said she thought, or what looked like it saying, that the dude was saying, hey, wake up, stay with me. I was like, what the fuck? And to be honest with you, my ego kicked in. I was like, maybe I should try to top this story. I shouldn't be that. I shouldn't be a story topper. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I should give people weak stories, and then at least you got some with the little mild spice, and then build them up. You know, and over time you tell them throw it off as stories. You know? Yeah, you don't. I gotta start learning to do that. Just tell people mild stories. You know, like I told this one chick what seemed like a mild story. I was like, well, you know, I thought I had to shit while I was at work, and she was just laughing. I was like, damn. Maybe it's just because she was drunk. Because here's the thing, people at the Comedy Store. How many people, like I said, I swear I've reiterated this, how many people are really drunk when they're laughing at this stuff? Because, like, man, you know, I'm not saying taken away, but a lot of those people are drunk or have had something to drink to ease the drink. I mean, to ease the comedy. Or maybe, it's like I said, comedy is subjective, though, so there we go, bam. But, like I said, I've never rolled on the floor and element and all that acronyms. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that. Like, I remember I was watching Dude Fucking Perfect, and it was the one where the dude, it was like, all right, you got to knock down all these pins. You got to knock down all these pins, and if you all you got to knock down is a few. He said the pressure's on. The one dude that knocked down the pins with the bowling ball. I might pull it up. But he threw the bowling ball. Let me see. Where's my... Anyway, he only knocks down one pin. He knocks down one pin, and they all bust out laughing. They were all laughing, and I was like, I was like, how's that? I was like, that shit's funny. It is funny. I wish I was laughing at that, not because like I was like, man, I wish I was laughing at that, but I just wasn't laughing. Like, that shit was funny. Like, that shit was funny. I wanted to laugh like that. I was like, that shit was funny. Why am I not laughing like that? Like, that shit was funny. Not kind of funny. It was funny. And everybody was like, and then he was like, yeah, man, I think I need to stop. He was like, yeah, man, it's not really working out. That shit was funny. But I didn't grab my stomach and laugh. Dunkin' Donuts is closing 800 stores, which means people with diabetes will have other places to go. Have to find 800 less stores, I guess. Yeah. So diabetes should go down a little bit. So I guess there's some good in the community.